rocket like rocket fuel.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dumb make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team count, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have me? I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up and up is magic.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, and his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he's able to find Diggs. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Watch the whip. 1st and 10 at the 50. Check 24. Check 24. Check 24.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check, 47. Here we go, D. Swing.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
61, match box, right. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd down now, Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You don't want to know.
Get it.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
6-6, pull it high.
Let's go, let's go.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Rip left, rip left.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Give me that goal. Give me that goal. Go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Barkley. And some room to work. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
30 base. X3. 218. Chop.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey, high 7.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Check, go 14. Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 16-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another. Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Good job.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Golden Tate. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Two draw Porter.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a punt. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
60-yard. Hey, box truck.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Go now. 30 base. 6'6", bullet high. Smooth.
Back to throw. Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
64.
On 2nd and 9, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Check that. We got Mike 52, right? Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Jones now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Hey, dude.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Time to go. Night. 50, go.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Shit.
22 jet bomber. Hey, check 24. Kill. Get it.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, Those type.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, Orbit.
Check 52 is the mic. Check.
Now.
From the 27, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
On first down, Swift. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 29, Jones, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check that. Mike 52 right here.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This one from 35 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's got Rome. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
Throwing is Wilson. Out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make a connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Jones to throw again. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 13.
Jones operating from the gun. It's hauled in by Shepard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
56.
Ready.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Mike, check.
They run again with Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Easy. Good time.
On first down, here's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
65, 65, 65, 36, 36.
Wilson wants to throw it. Steps away. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
I got one.
Check four.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And